Hey kids, it's me, Toni Homeperm. And what can I tell you? It ain't easy being green. Except on Halloween. And of course, we are heading into the most spookiest of seasons, the most spookiest holiday, of course, Halloween. And today, I'm finally getting to play with my BH Cosmetics Absinthe Palette from the Poison Shot collection. Yes, finally. This is the one that actually I was most interested in. This is the one that is for sale at Ulta. If there's any left, I don't know. I don't know at this point. You probably still can get it online from Ulta or BH Cosmetics. It probably is out on the shelf. I don't know. I mean, your Ulta may have them. I don't know. You have to go down there and look. What can I tell you? I can't do everything for you. I did all this already, okay? I'm just kidding. Uh, you know what? It's the look. It is bringing out the naughty in me. What can I say? But I love it. So, as you can tell, I went all out today. I went all out with this Absinthe palette. I was about to film, and I said to myself, what am I going to do with this palette? I mean, am I just going to do like a glam green eye look? I was like, no, you know what? There's nothing going on today. Let me push myself. Let me go all out and just try and create a really wild Halloween look, something that I normally would not do when I'm getting ready for a show. And so I said, let me make myself as green as possible. And that's what we did today. We made ourselves as completely green as possible. I have to admit, the base foundation was, it's a little patchy, but it's okay. It works for what I was trying to accomplish here. Sometimes when you're applying things like clown white and these face paints and things, sometimes they're a little. But I think it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I'm happy with how it came out as far as making this video, and I think with the powders that I put on and the highlighting and the contouring, it worked out okay. So now I have swatched this previously in the first video that I did using the Ghost Pepper palette. I had swatched all the palettes, but I'm gonna throw the swatches back up again just so you can see. So those are gonna go up right now. And as we go across from left to right and then down, we have Trippy, Unleash Spirit, Blackout, Another Sip, The Goblin, Urban Legend, Green Fairy, Elixir, and Lucid Visions. So those are all the swatches, and as you have seen, it swatched great. And this is the look that I created with the palette. I'm sure you're all dying to get to the nitty-gritty and find out what I did to do this look. So, without any further ado, we're going to rewind, go back in time, and I'm going to show you everything I did to create this look, which is kind of a green goddess of Halloween, I think I might call her. What would you call her? I'm interested to know. If you have an idea, please leave the comment down below. Okay, let's get to it. And we're back. And yes, I know this is probably the craziest I have ever looked. But, as sure I will say in the intro, we are using the BH Cosmetics Absinthe Palette. And I just decided, let's go crazy. I didn't even know that I was going to be using this palette today. But we are. And I don't think I'm going to bother. Well, let me start at the beginning. So I glued my eyebrows down and I set everything with some Clown White Light, and then I grabbed one of my Wet n Wild paint palettes and I used this shimmery green because I didn't want a completely green face. I wanted like a green cast. Yeah, it's a little patchy, you know, but I think once I do highlighting and contouring, it'll work. You just have to make everything work, as I always say. Okay, so what are we going to do? Well, I do believe that I can't set any tape down because it's going to destroy the base. It's a little bit fragile. If I do need any black, I'm going to use my other BH Cosmetics Halloween palette because the black in this is phenomenal. So if we do need some black, that's what we're going to do. But to start, I'm going to go in with the color Blackout on the outer edge of the eye, I guess with a big fluffy brush. As I said, since I can't tape down, I'm going to just hold something on the edge to get that starting hard line that I like. So let's just go for it and see what happens. Right away, I can see pigmentation is great. Okay, that looks great. Pigmentation on this is phenomenal. So let's do the other side. See if we can match up. Okay, so far so good. I like how that's coming out. I just used that card to make a hard edge there because this base is fragile. Okay, color switching that big fluffy brush, my Kaleidos brush. And now I'm going to go in with this matte Unleashed Spirit, that color there. Oh, I completely forgot to say, I did my eyebrows with the palette. We used a combination of Blackout and Unleashed Spirit and a little bit of the black from the Halloween palette. So I made full use of the palette for the eyebrows. So let's go in with Unleashed Spirit. Let's see what happens. Right away, I can tell it's very, very pigmented. Absolutely no problem with that. Okay, and now I am going in with the lightest but brightest matte Trippy. Trippy. So I'm going in with a smaller brush. Let's just color switch it off, make sure there's no pigments remaining on it, and we're going in with Trippy right in the very inside of the corner of the eye. And also very, very pigmented. Look how great that is. Wow. Wow, I am so happy with how this is turning out just after a few minutes. So I'm going to re-intensify everything, cut the crease, and we'll be right back after that. Stay tuned for my craziest luck. Okay, and I'm back. I did cut the crease, and I cut it in a way that I've seen Brianna Fay do, where the crease actually has a little bit of a tail. Um, just so I had an idea of what I was gonna do, I did everything on this eye first, and I'm gonna show you on this eye what I did to get this look. Okay, first I'm gonna put down my NYIIICE glitter primer over the cut crease area. Okay, my glitter primer went a little wonky on the tail, but that's okay. It'll all work out. So I'm going to go in with this most beautiful color, Elixir. That's going to be on the tail and on the top and on the inner portion of the eye. Okay, and what I did to sort of transition from the dark area to the inner eye is I went in with these two shimmers. First is going to be Liquid Visions, and then some of Urban Legend, and in the middle I have another sip. So those are the colors that I'm going to be applying. And Trippy on the very inside of the eye. One thing I did do was after I had cut the crease and I started applying the shimmers, I felt like there wasn't enough definition for the crease. So I did go back in with the darkest green blackout and I just lit a little bit of it on the outside edge of the crease just so that I had some more definition. All right, well I'm going to continue to play with this a little bit, touch it up, trying to make it a little bit crisper, and we'll be back right after that. Okay, I think I am happy with the upper eyes. We're going to smoke out the bottom of the eyes, so I'm going in with some blackout. I'm not going to use any more black. That black from the palette last year, it is so intense. Actually, the darkest matte in here, the blackout, it's a really beautiful dark green matte. No complaints. Okay, so now a little of Unleashed Spirit towards the inside of the eye. And I think I'm going to use my ColourPop Cream Gel Liner from last year's Hocus Pocus collection. I don't know what the color is, but it's a sort of a murky green, and I figured it goes well with this look as we're trying to hide all normal pigmentation. I don't know if I'm thrilled with it. I may just go in with black. So it's like just not going on the eye. And it goes on the hand. Okay, I don't know how well it's showing up, but that's what it is. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, hop off camera, finish everything up, come back and show you the completed look. Stay tuned. And we're back with the finished look. What do you think? I'm feeling very, I don't know, Green Ghost, Medusa. You'll have to tell me. I'm not quite sure what to make of this look, but I am feeling very much in the Halloween spirit. I have to tell you all. So what did we do to complete this Goddess of Halloween look, you might ask? Well, I went back into the Absinthe Palette and I used the color Blackout, this very deep matte green. I used that for my contouring, and I went in with a lot of white from my BH Cosmetics contour palette. I have very little of the white left. It's all on the outside edge, but I have another one. I have a backup, so as soon as this is completely gone, we'll pull out the new one. But you know what? Waste not, want not. So that was my highlighting, contouring. I actually went back into the palette and we used the color Trippy for some blush, a little green blush, because even though we're feeling a little greenish, we still need a blush of color, even if it's green. For highlight, which I don't know if it's showing up with this makeup, I used my Kaleidos Laser Glazer. It's not available anymore, but it's one of the most beautiful green highlights, and I'm gonna show you a little bit of it on my finger there. It's just beautiful. I love to use it whenever I'm doing a green look. And on the lips, I used my Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit in the color Witch Please. This is from last year's Halloween collection. And as you know I love to do, I went over that with a little bit of Elixir from the Absinthe Palette. And then, of course, it was eyelashes, dress, jewelry, hair. And so here we have it, our green Goddess of Halloween look. And as I will put in the thumbnail, it ain't easy being green. And there you have it, my green Goddess of Halloween look. I'm very happy with it. I'm glad that I pushed myself really far out of the box as I could. This is definitely not the typical look you would see from me. Would I do a show like this? Probably, yeah. I mean, I could definitely do a Halloween show with this look. I love it. I think it looks great. So, what do all of you think about this Green Goddess of Halloween look? Let me know down in the comments. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Is it just meh? I'm curious to know. So, what can I say about the BH Cosmetics Absinthe Palette from their Poison Shock collection? Is it drag worthy? Is it Toni HomePerm approved? Yeah, it is. It is. I really love this palette. The mattes are great. The shimmers are great. I had a lot of fun with this palette. And I think you can tell by the look on my face. Yeah, I just had a lot of fun creating this eye look, and I'm very happy with it and very pleased. So far, I've loved every palette from the Poison Shock collection. I only have one more left, and that's the orange palette. And hopefully, we'll get her done before Halloween. I'm pushing myself. I still have quite a few palettes that I need to do some looks with, but I'm trying my best to get them done. So hopefully you will see them very soon. Well, if you liked this video, then please hit the like button down below. And if you want to see more of these videos from me, then please hit the subscribe and the notification bell. Of course, you can always catch me 2 times a month on Naughty or Nice, the internet variety show that I do with Alexis Flame, the horror diva. And don't forget, you can always catch my weekly podcast, God'll Get You for That, Walter, which I do with my good friend Tom Cat. And that broadcasts once a week everywhere. YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, iHeartRadio. You can't miss it. So that's all I have for you today, kids. It's going to take me quite a while to get all of this off of my face. So I will probably go and spend a few hours in the shower trying to remove all traces of this, but we have to take advantage of it and get as many poses in as we can while we still are in face. So until the next time, I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.